Hi, I'm Daniel Williams, Legislative Specialist and Field Organizer with Equality Texas. It's Friday, January 25th, and we're wrapping up the third week of the 83rd Texas Legislature's regular session. The Texas Legislature meets on odd-numbered years for 140 days, so we're 18 days down and 122 to go. From the outside, it's been a pretty slow week under the Pink Dome. The big news for the LGBT community in Texas is the introduction this week of Senate Bill 237, which would prohibit discrimination in employment based on sexual orientation, gender identity, or expression. Under current law, it is illegal in Texas to discriminate in employment based on a person's race, religion, gender, national origin, age, or disability. It remains legal to discriminate based on a person's sexual orientation or gender identity or expression. SB 237, along with its companion bill in the House, HB 238, would allow the Texas Workforce Commission's Civil Rights Division, that's the TWC CRD, to investigate claims of employment discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identity or expression, the same way that it investigates claims of discrimination based on the other protected attributes. The TWC CRD allows individuals who believe they have experienced employment discrimination to file a complaint in person in Austin, over the phone, or via notarized form. If the complaint warrants investigation, the TWC CRD pursues it further. The Legislative Budget Board, which is an agency of the state of Texas, estimates that if employment discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identity or expression was prohibited, that the TWC CRD would need to investigate 474 credible cases each year. This is the first time a bill like this has been filed in the Senate, which is a very big deal. Having identical versions of the same bill introduced makes it more likely that one of the bills will become law. So this is a historic step for LGBT Texans. In other Senate news, senators got their committee assignments and some of the Senate committees began to meet. Both the House and Senate are divided into multiple committees, each of which deals with a different set of legislative issues. On the House side, members are still waiting for their committees, so we're in a bit of a holding pattern. In the meantime, representatives continue to introduce new legislation. Representative Eric Johnson from Dallas introduced House Bill 465, which would ensure that people eligible to vote who don't have a state-issued photo ID aren't prevented from voting. This is particularly important for the transgender community in Texas. According to information from the Williams Institute, 27% of Texans with a history of gender transition do not have photo ID that correctly reflects their gender identity and expression. HB 465 would ensure that these voters are not disenfranchised. Coming up, the House of Representatives will likely get committee assignments either next week or potentially the following one. Once we know who's on what committee, we'll have a much better idea about which legislation is most likely to pass and what we'll need to do to get it passed. So be on the lookout for more information soon. If you live in the Corpus Christi or El Paso area, some of your area legislators are holding town hall meetings this weekend. Abel Herrero of House District 34 and Mary Gonzalez of House District 75 both have meetings tonight. Check out the Equality Texas Facebook page for more information, and while you're there, follow us on Facebook. If you're in Austin tonight, join us for our annual Mary Martini Mixer at 4th and Congress at 7 p.m. Tickets are available at the door. Or join us tomorrow the 26th in Amarillo or February 1st in Dallas for the Mary Martini Mixers in those cities. Information on all of our events can be found at equalitytexas.org under the Events Calendar tab. And while you're there, sign up to receive email alerts from Equality Texas on our homepage.